Approaching the starting gates, about to move on in. One of the attendants clears the stalls. The red lights are on. Gates have opened. They're off and racing. Corporate Larrikin is the first of them away from He's a Parker, and also Fathoms of Gold is starting to extend and go up to join Corporate Larrikin. Taxagano is third, and Sax on, Sax off is going forward as well. He's a Parker settles down on the inside of Crystal Valley, Maserati, and Pike had parked American Joy back at the tail of the field when they'd left the straight and head up towards the 1700 mark, and they're about to approach the crossing here going along Matheson Road, and the leader is Corporate Larrikin by a length and a half. Ortier just sitting off him now with Fathoms of Gold, and Sax on, Sax off progresses to third. He's a Parker down on the rails is running fourth inside of Taxagano, and then Maserati back third from last is Crystal Valley, being trailed by Come Play With Me, who's outside of American Joy. 7 lengths from first to last at a controlled tempo. Corporate Larrikin for Johnston Porter takes them by the 1200 metre mark out to the river. It's Corporate Larrikin leading the way by about 3/4 on Fathoms of Gold. 2 lengths away then in the clear. Sax on, Sax off with 1.5 to He's a Parker, doing it well down on the inside next from Taxagano as the speed really slows. He's grabbed the bridle there and he's pulling hard on the chewy. Back on the inside is Maserati, and also under double wraps there behind Taxagano, Crystal Valley. American Joy's travelled kindly down on the inside next in this muddlingly run race, and Come Play With Me is outside of it. Fathoms of Gold is now going up and putting a bit of pressure on Corporate Larrikin, and the Frenchman makes his move at the 600. Fathoms of Gold races to the front. A length and a half to 2. Corporate Larrikin at a similar margin. He's a Parker who pushed up very quickly. He'll look to come off the fence, coming towards the home corner from Taxagano, and Sax on, Sax off calling it a day. He's gone back to the inside now with He's a Parker. Noski coming into the corner, followed by Crystal Valley. Maserati is tracking up towards the rail, and further back American Joy. Fathoms of Gold led them from on the outside. He's a Parker drawing on equal terms at 2 lengths. Taxagano with American Joy running on. He's a Parker reached the lead from Fathoms of Gold. American Joy, but He's a Parker too good. Gee, that was a masterly ride by Noski, and gets home. He's a Parker won from Fathoms of Gold, and running on American Joy in the middle, close up with Come Play With Me, Crystal Valley, Taxagano, and then came Maserati. Corporate Larrikin weakening, Sax on, Sax off, and it's amongst the last to salute the judge. Number 3's the winner. He's a Parker. Clever ride by Jared Noski. He drew 1. That was always going to be a tick. And then he was pushing up hard as Fathoms of Gold made its move to challenge Corporate Larrikin before the home corner. Noski was kicking up, and it looked as though he was going to come away from the fence if possible. And then at the last minute, he switched back inside of heels, continued to drive up on the rail, and He's a Parker. Beautifully handled by Jared Noski for Heck McLaren, who's gone close with training a race-to-race double there. He was a bit stiff with upwards others in the previous for the day. He goes one better with He's a Parker, who's by He's a Decoy from Raymond Gem for the St Jude Pastoral Group, managed by James Miarada. Jared Noski aboard that winner, $4.40 and $1.50. 5 Fathoms of Gold second. He's getting closer now that he's had the 3 runs in. And a good performance today, prepared by Robin Martin, by Fath from Ceraside Cell, Matt Ortier, $7.50 for the place. And American Joy in the middle by Americane from New Star Lass, Adam Durant and William Pike. No numbers on the board, but here's Britt Taylor, and she's with winning jockey Jared Noski, and gave it a 10 out of 10 ride there, Britt.
Didn't he, Darren? A peach of a ride from Jared, who jumps aboard this horse for the first time. What were your discussions with Heck before the race?
He said just sort of have him handy to mid. He said he'll travel well for me, and he said he'll kick like a mule.
And from barrier 1, you're able to get in a nice spot. You looked like you wanted to get off the fence. When was the decision to switch back to the rail?
Yeah, that was sort of, it was a bit, yeah, I couldn't really tell what was going on from the 800 to 600, but when Fathoms of Gold kicked away from Corporate Larrikin, he came off the fence, it left us an opportunity.
When you got that opportunity, did you feel like it was over?
He did, yeah. Wasn't that confident in the run, like he felt like he was sort of near his top, just keeping up, but no, he had a nice turn of foot for me and he's a genuine stayer.
Well done on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, one under Jared Noski, and Heck McLaren's had a pretty good time of it of late. He just went down that previous race with Up With Others, and Heck, that was a good performance by your horse, Heck McLaren. Geez, he's flying at the moment.
Sorry?
Your horse is flying at the moment.
Yeah, that horse?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you meant all of them. I was going to say, no, you're a bit wrong there, mate. No, he's improved a ton with his manners and all that sort of thing, and he's right now you can say he's a fair no champion, but he's a handy horse.
He put a nice win together there at Bunbury, and then he performed here nicely, and his run the Albany Cup was exceptional.
Well, the barrier beat him, then he had to go back, yeah.
What do you do with him now?
Well, we'll look at the Bunbury Cup, eh?
The way he's going might be a live chance.
Yeah.
And that ride from Jared Noski was a gem as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was a ripper. Yeah.
And what's been the secret to him? Because before we saw him out in front running along, but he seems to get back and settle now in his races and come with one last crack at them.
But he couldn't do that before.
No.
You know,
So what was the trick? How have you worked that out with him?
Just been around him for a long time.
You know a few tricks.
Yeah.
I think he's up there. I don't know where he is. Here he is, Heck. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Yeah. Was it you that rang me?
No, I don't think it was, mate. No, it would have been Julio. Yeah. Good on you, Heck. Well done, mate. Heck McLaren there winning the 4th event. And Macca, that was a gem of a ride there by Jared.
He's a genuine stayer. Proper stayer, isn't he? Sorry, mate. Proper stayer.